Welcome back again, members. I happened to get this traffic light sequencer from somewhere, certain country. It doesn't mean necessarily that it is the sequencer for all traffic lights everywhere, no. I just wanted we try and come up with this sequencer and we see if it is possible. As you're seeing, that is how it goes. That is what we are going to try to come up with in PLC using ladder logic, then in HMI using our XP builder. Hope you can see how the sequence goes. So I think you have seen we can start our programming. So that is how it goes. Just a sample, an example of a traffic sequence, not necessarily that is how traffic light goes. They are different according to the place where you are. So when you press stop, the traffic goes off. So let's try programming and see. So we can close this one. So now we are going to go to our XG5000 and create our new project. So I think we can call it traffic. We can call it traffic. So as usual, allow me we first create our loop. Shall have here normally closed, and our normally closed shall act as a stop. Then we shall give it P0 address. Then we shall have our normally open. Our normally open shall act as a start, and we shall give it P1 address. Then we shall have our memory. Think we can give it M0. So we shall select hold it as memory. Then F6. That is our loop. So now we are going to have 3 lamps. Of course, shall have 3 lamps, and each shall be controlled by the memory. Allow me have this view again. Click here so that it views all the addresses and the names. So shall have function coil F9, then give this one red, that's red lamp. Then I think shall give it address P20. Then you can give this one yellow. Then we can give it P21. Then we shall give this one green. And we shall give it P22. So those are our lamps. So now what's remaining? How do they start on? So immediately when we press the start button, we shall start the red lamp. So the red lamp will also start the timer. So we shall have here a memory. A memory that will start a timer. Timer is in functions F10. You click F10, then we shall have TON, that is timer on, and it is timer 1 T1. Let's give it 100 milliseconds. That's around 10 seconds. 100 milliseconds. Yeah. So it is not the time but for our programming, but your traffic light in your area, you know it is time. So timer 1 is going to power our yellow lamp. Are we there? So I shall have normally open of timer 1. Timer 1, which was T1. You see, is going to power our yellow. So as it powers the yellow, let's have here first memory. It is also going to power timer 2. Let's have the memory here. It is also going to power timer 2. So this is timer 1. is going to power timer 2, that is function TON T2. Let's give timer 2, that's the yellow lamp, is going to light for something like 40 milliseconds. Are we there? Yeah, 40 milliseconds. Then timer 2 is going to finish up by powering the green lamp. So we shall have again our memory here first. No, Control Z, it is memory. Then here we shall have timer 2, that's timer 2, because it is T2, it's going to power timer 3. What? Are we there? No, let's first it was supposed to be press Ctrl Z and remove this. I can click here, delete, okay, it is here timer 2. It was supposed to power here the green lamp. It is timer 2. Yeah, so this one means when you press start, when you click start, actually red is going to start. After it starts timer 1, so it is timer 1 to start the yellow as well as timer 2, then again timer 2 will start the green. But now in our sequence, remember when green was on, red and yellow, they went off. Are we getting? So now red and yellow, they are going to pass in the normally closed of green. Where is green? Normally closed of green. That one means that as long as green is off, red and yellow can light, but when green is on, red and yellow, they have to go off. Are you getting? So that is green. So after the green lighting, again it will go back to yellow, and here yellow has to light alone minus red. So how can we do that? According to my way, here I can have the memory and have another timer here. So it is a timer function TON, can call it T3 of course. It is going to time the green. The green actually is going also, let's give it 100 milliseconds. It is timer 3. So what will this timer 3 do? Timer 3 is going to switch off green. So that is normally closed of timer 3. Of course it was T3. So it's going to switch off the green. As it switches off the green, it is going to switch on yellow. Are you seeing? As the yellow comes on, also red has to be off. So also here we shall have a normally closed of timer 3. Are you getting? So here it will have to switch on green, I mean yellow. So now that is it, but now we want it to be repeating now and again and again and again and again. How do we maintain that loop? Now for me, you can do it in your own way, but for me I can have here another time actually. Let me first put here the memory, then I will have here another timer, that is TON T4. Let me give it, is going to time, I give it 40 milliseconds, it's going to time yellow. So it is the warning light yellow is always lighting for 40 seconds, then the rest stop is 100 milliseconds and the green also 100 milliseconds. So this timer is going to maintain this loop. Actually it's going to be breaking timer 1, that is timer 4. T4. Are we there? So it is going to be breaking timer 1. As it breaks timer 1, the loops goes on and goes on and goes on again. Are we getting? So now this timer here, actually I had forgotten this. This timer 3 is powered by timer 2, and the timer 4 of course is powered by timer 3. Are we getting? So I think now allow me have this instruction around here, which is end. That means our program ends there. I don't think if you got an error. Let's try to simulate and now see, before we build for it an HMI control, before you give it the graphics. Red complete. So this is a red, this is yellow, this is a green. When you start here, a red goes on, and as you see the timer is timing here the milliseconds. So from there it goes, yellow goes on as well as red at the same time, then after green, just as it was in our sequence. So actually in the next step, in the next video, that's part 2, we are now designing the HMI as it was in the beginning. As it was in the beginning, we are now designing the real traffic lights graphics in the HMI panel in part 2. So when here you click stop, how am I clicking? Just press enter, then say okay, press enter again, it goes off, then press enter to bring it back. Also start, press enter, put it on, press enter to put it off. So the sequence remains in a loop, in a loop, in a loop. I can leave it for some time, you see what is happening. So actually thanks for watching. We meet in part 2. We complete and develop up to the real HMI as how it was showing in the beginning. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment with your concern, with your inquiry, and any other kind of circuit you would like us to develop together in PLC. Please, you can post it in the comments below. We shall tackle it. Thanks for watching. Meet you in part 2 for the HMI control.